Rare Ford parts for sale, part 2. Most of these intakes I already did on part 1, but it was kind of dark upstairs in the up in the loft up there. So I'll just go over them real quickly here. This one appears to be NOS Cobra intake 289 for Weber's. .289 dual quad Ford, dual quad for the Carters, Cobra lettered. S2MS. I'm not sure if somebody welded that Shelby lettering on there, if that's the way it came. I'm not sure. There's your regular S2MS Cobra intake. I believe that used to say Shelby and it was machined off. It's for single dominator FE medium riser, brand new, never used. Boss 429 mini plenum. Looks like it was polished, brand new, never used. This is one of the rarest parts here. Magnesium 427 medium riser, single core intake. Super rare. They're made for the GT40s. I've only owned one in my life. That was probably 30 years ago. Got a weld repair right there. These are 427 Fairlane exhaust manifolds. That one's a busted 406 to try to fix this one, but both of these are left side. The busted one and then a perfect one. Those are super hard to find, but I don't know if there's any repos out there or if anybody has a right hand one floating around. 428 snake valve covers polished. Those are repos. Cobra Le Mans valve covers are original polished. They got this Shelby American inside. Perfect shape, barely used. K-code exhaust manifolds. This one appears to have a 65 date code, I think. Right there. The passenger side has a weld repair. Wasn't detailed that great. These are 260 Cobra exhaust manifolds, cast iron. Never even seen a set before. This engine here is just a dummy engine made to turn into a coffee table or something, or for holding pool sticks. So this will be pieced out. It's a Holman & Moody Weber manifold with the Tacalma Jackson fuel injection setup. Fuel injection looks brand new. The heads are just 66 C6AER GT390 heads. Up and down bolt pattern, nothing special. 427 pent roof chrome valve covers with the breathers. The blocks, a Marine 68 427 block. I don't know the bore size yet, so we pull the heads off. It's got a small hole on the side there, easy to fix. Cast to be a side oiler, but machined as a top oiler Marine block. Holman & Moody Marine aluminum front cover, 427 balancer. Those are all available separate. There's no crank or rod. There's no rods or pistons in it, but it's got a steel crank. It looks like a 64 high riser steel crank, non-cross drilled, I think. Yeah, once we get it out, I'll know for sure. So all that's available separately. I don't know prices on that stuff yet, but we can figure it out. This is a 428 block, standard bore. Been sit for years. Got an A on the back of the block. Casting date, the first number is hard to make out. November 23rd. And that first digit looks like a 5 to me. Could be a 6. I'm not sure on the date. Anyway, bores are rusty on it. But it'll clean up. Spiders included. There's the oil pan for it, nothing special. The Home and Moody Marine oil cooler for the FE. I think there's 3 of those total. I think there's 2 upstairs and then this one here. Okay, here's a close-up of the Pantera engine, 17,000 original miles. Engine, transaxle. There's ID tag on it. Got the air conditioning compressor on it. De Tomaso valve covers. Still has the OK ink stamp on the back. 17,000 documented miles. And the last mile was a rough one. I don't know if it'll show up. But there's the back half of the car. The guy hit a concrete barrier at 80, 90, 100 miles an hour. Passenger was killed in it. Front right tire was into the passenger seat. But the Pantera body with all the suspension parts, that's all for sale as a package. And hopefully with the engine and trans, all as one package. And suspension parts are up on the shelves or up in the rafters somewhere. Haven't dug them out yet. There's some 427 steel cranks here, a couple of them fresh grinds. 460 crank, I haven't pulled those out yet. This other engine over here is a 429 Cobra Jet, fresh, ready to go. That's some of my early in support stands I used to make. Real early. Anyway, it's a 429 Cobra Jet, complete engine, fresh, ready to go. Forged pistons, polished aluminum Cobra Jet valve covers. Exhaust manifolds for Torino, I believe. Yeah, they look like Torino. Exhaust manifolds. Automatic trans, fresh. Converters, fresh. It's got the Super Cobra Jet cast iron, standard flange Holley intake. There's a Holley carburetor. I don't know the number on it. I think it's an MSD distributor. Ready to fire up. 0 miles since it was fresh. I don't know the casting date on the block on that. No idea. The 351 Windsor block. I didn't mic it yet, and I didn't check the casting date on it. Slide off. This is a 496 race engine, Stroker 460, A460 aluminum heads, dry sump setup on it, Danny B belt drive, external belt drive system on it, Sonny Bryant crank, TFS tunnel ram with two 1050 Dominators, went 225 miles an hour at El Mirage. Engine's been dynoed at 1,000 horsepower. Dyno and spec sheet are available upon request. Oh, it's got steel H-beam rods. It's only got 2 runs since it was fresh. That's $21,800 for the complete engine. Oh, the price on the 429 Cobra Jet engine is $11,200, and that's with the transmission and exhaust manifolds also. Let's see what else. Got that. The 2 tunnel port intakes are sold. They're going with the 69 fastback tunnel port car here. Oh, there's a rev limiter here somewhere. I think it came off of Boss 429. The guy that owns all this stuff has had Boss 429s, Boss 302s, newer GT40. He used to own the my old car, the quarter horse Boss 429 Mustang. There's only 2 ever built. So he's had a lot of neat stuff. And he doesn't really need these parts, so it's time to find a new home for everything. Or at least most of it. Ford 9-inch Auburn posi unit. Brand new. Maybe it's used. I'm looking for that box with the rev limiter. Oh, that's the starter that goes with the 429 Cobra Jet engine. It's the original one, rebuilt, ready to go. Oh, there's a nodular case up here, Detroit locker. I don't know the gear ratio. I think it's 31 spline. There's a couple drag race 9-inch rear ends up in the rafters up there with 35 spline, I think 35 spline spools. I know there's a 460 bell housing, but it's not the Boss 429 numbers. I saw up there. I found the rev limiter. Don't know what it came off of. He thinks it came off of Boss 429. I haven't seen one for so long. I don't know what those numbers or letters mean. But the wiring's there. Alternator pulley. Could be an original one since it was in the same box as that. And also the bracket for the throttle linkage. Yeah, I'm up in the loft area. Here's the back half of the Pantera. Suspension parts are somewhere around here. I don't know where. I'll try to take a couple pictures also on this. Alright, figure out where he ended the other day when I ran out of memory. I'm not sure if I cut those. Cobra 428 valve covers aluminum, but someone machined off the 428 and the power brake booster clearance. So kind of messed up that. Thunderbird valve covers, FE adjustable rockers, probably 3 or 4 sets of those. Um, 429 Cobra Jet tunnel ram, single 4 top. Brand new blower manifold for 429 Cobra Jet, it looks like. The only carburetor that caught my eye was the 66 Comet or Fairlane GT390 4-speed. I think it was a C6 AF-M. The rest I think are just plain Jane Holly carbs. 351 Windsor, Ford Motorsport aluminum intake. Edelbrock 2828. Glidden Victor. Yeah, there's the blower manifold for the 429 460, brand new. These are Auburn posi units for 8.8. Looks like there's about 5 or 6 of them. A quart oil pan. Ford Motorsport 460 valve covers, brand new. And the box. There's a dual quad FE fuel log, chrome plated. Oh, Keith's black pistons. I don't know what they fit. I'll have to look it up. They look like they're brand new. Stock 429 Cobra Jet cast iron intake. It's worth a couple dollars, not too much. There's a bunch of FE double pumper carburetor here. A bunch of FE intakes. Besides the 2 or 3 complete, there's at least a couple bare ones here. There's a flat one there, the T-Bird. There's another bare one there. 351 Cleveland Offenhauser aluminum intake. Another low riser dual quad C3AEJ. Bare. There's a 406 427 low riser single 4 intake somewhere. Oh, there it is, a blue one, kind of buried. That's a spread bore double pumper. Aluminum flywheel for an FE, 184 teeth. I think they just used it on the dyno. Besides that, it's brand new. 460 bell housing, not a Boss 429 casting number. 289 302 tunnel ram, Offenhauser, single 4 top. I think that covers most of the parts up here. There's another angle of the pan here from the back. That's a good shot of the bunch of the rear intakes there. That's an FE bell housing, truck 1 C5TA. Nothing special. If you need pricing, give me a call, give me a text, send me an email. 714-757-8437. It's okay to call me from 10 a.m. to midnight Pacific time zone, or you can send me an email, rpmron@gmail.com. Thanks a lot.